it's interesting to hear stories about online shopping. And I know, Gabe, that you've been very keen on going to small souvenir shops, and I wonder how it impacted you during COVID. And I know that you've got a unique way of pivoting and changing your way of, well, let's call it a production line. So if you could tell us a little bit about this fascinating new journey.
Obviously, it was very difficult with COVID because we have closed down the shops. So it was a bit challenging. But people find me online through Facebook, Instagram. Whenever they can reach me, they contact me. So it's pretty easy nowadays. I think IT and social media has a huge impact on every business. So once you're approachable, it will help your business tremendously and make for people so easy to get in touch.
So you just have to have the future, right? Olga is asking us, did the ladies need a lot of capital to start your side hustles? And how do you manage inventory? For example, when in terms of capital, there was lots of work into capital raising. And I would like to start with Gabe, who actually finished her crowdfunding platform project with a success. Gabe, could you tell us a little bit about how you raised money?
Yes. Hello, Olga. Thank you for the question. Yes, I decided to go to crowdfunding because of two reasons. I had someone who suggested it. I didn't want to do it at first, but I realized that I have this problem that I don't want to ask money from people. I don't want to go to someone, to an investor, someone to give me money. So someone suggested that maybe it will be a good idea to go out with my idea if it work out, if people would support it. And I thought, wow, that's pretty challenging. So I went for it. The reason why I chose crowdfunding was because you actually pre-sell your product, meaning that you offer something in return of that money. And I felt very comfortable about that, that people trusting me with their money, in return, I can give something right away. So what I did, I set up a crowdfunding platform with ZAR, and I went only for 2,000 euros to be able to continue my project. Luckily, my project was successful. It's a roller coaster when you are in the middle of it and the money is just stop coming. You feel like hell, which you've never done before, and what this stupid idea, it wasn't everything. But then when people start to write to you, oh, my idea is great, experience what it's like in real life as well, that you have good days when everything is just going so great, everybody wants your product. And then there will be weeks or days when it's going to the other end. And it was a very, very important experience also because I had to go out, be naked by saying, at this point, my project needs money. And as uncomfortable as brutal it was, and as challenging it was, at the end it was as rewarding as well, just for the bravery that finally I made it and I was brave enough to go out there and ask for help. So I highly suggest it to anybody.
So Gabi, could you tell me, because you also shifted from the boring job of receptionist into a more exciting role, and I wonder, does it mean Gabe being on hold, or what is your plan?
Gabe never be on hold because that's my main purpose in life. So the reason why I went for a receptionist job for a while because I needed enough time to prepare, and that was the only job where I could just have a position with not so much responsibility. So it doesn't matter for me if it's a good day or a bad day. I make sure that every day I do something to make my business grow. First and foremost, because it's not only a business for me, it is more a lifestyle for me.
Gabe, what about your funniest mistake?
I could actually go on and on and on. I had a lot. I think maybe the biggest mistake was that when I had, in the very early days back in Budapest, I already had investors being interested about my project. And so, I thought if I will be just very honest, I could tell to everybody how much I am absolutely incapable to do business. They will be so happy that I'm an artist and they are the businessman. And so we will split this whole thing and everything will be just fantastic. And it was the biggest mistake I've made. I repeated it many times. It taught me a very precious lesson that first you have to work on yourself. And even though you have maybe difficulties or you are insecure, instead of going out and, be like an open a book and show it to everybody. This is all the stuff I don't know. This is not the way to do business. So I think that was the biggest mistake I've ever done. That I was coming up believing that the word is out there, and if you are talented, you have a great idea, everybody will be open